Hey guys, Marsningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so KEFLA's banner is now right around the corner. We're going to talk about it in this video. I did want to start off by showing this. I didn't do a separate video on it or anything, but these were posted on Twitter earlier. I was talking about it in the Rainbow Showcase that we did yesterday on the JP version. That I was very interested to hear what her English active skill was going to be, because I've never watched any of the Tournament of Power dubbed. So we're going to go ahead and check that out right here. Let me just mute this background music for a second. I'm not going to full screen it, I just need to hear it. So let's check it out.
You're tough. Man, you're tough. But I'm tougher. I'm gonna blow way past you. Just you wait and see.
And then, yeah, it goes into a super attack. Yeah. A lot of the English ones I find, like sometimes the Japanese one has it as well, but sometimes the Japanese one doesn't and the English one just does. It sounds like it has a really weird like effect on it. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. I feel like that's one of the ones where if I realised I have accidentally left it in the default when I've transferred my account, I'm not going to mind too much, because something about that just sounds really off. But I thought I'd show that off straight away. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. If you needed to hear it again or just see the unit in action, check out the Rainbow Showcase from yesterday. It'll be one of the videos linked at the end. And then let me know out of the two which version you prefer, the English or the Japanese. So we're going to talk about KEFLA. We're not going to talk about KEFLA herself too much. We did the video yesterday. I went through everything that she does. After doing that showcase, which again I do recommend you check out if you haven't seen it, it did make me a little bit more hyped to summon for her, because she is really, really good. Now, obviously, again, in that video, she was Rainbow with max links and skill orbs and everything. But, yeah, she's putting out a bunch of attacks with really, really high attack stats. If you get 6 orbs, you have a high chance to dodge, which is going to be super useful in some of the hard events. She's got good links. And if you look down here, she's on a ton of categories. So, she definitely is a useful unit to pull. But her banner is not the best, which is obviously what we're here to talk about today. So the other thing I wanted to talk about very quickly is Vados. I haven't really talked about her in detail in any of the other videos. And of course, she is the new featured unit that comes in alongside KEFLA, awakens with the KEFLA event medals. But then, of course, after this banner goes away, she will go into the general pool, just like the STR Whis from the Beerus banner. Bardock and Guinea or Trunks of Mai from the anniversary. So you can obviously have much more of a chance of pulling her even if you don't summon on the KEFLA banner. But she's another Universe 6 leader, 3 key and 120%. It's good to have more of those available, because that is a Super Battle Road stage that is coming. It'll be on JP very soon. Hopefully there won't be as much of a delay for Global. The leaks seem to suggest that that will be the case, but we don't have any confirmation. She gets attack and defense 60%, which is reasonable. High chance of evading enemies' attacks, which is 50%, so straight away, very, very good. Universe 6, Realm of Gods, Siblings Bond, and Bond of Master and Disciple category allies, attack and defense 20%. Now, that stacks. So, if you have a unit that is in all of these categories, I think only Champa is in all 4, because he's in Universe 6. But units like Beerus, who is in 3 of them, or some of the other Realm of Gods like Whis, Realm of Gods, and Bond of Master and Disciple, they get multiple stacks of this. So she's actually a super good link partner with the physical Beerus, able to give him a huge buff. So she is a very good unit on a lot of the teams that she fits into. She lowers attack and seals with her super attack, much like the STR Whis, so that makes her really, really good for Super Battle Road. And then she will randomly change key spheres of a certain type to Rainbow when there is a Universe 6 category ally attacking in the same turn. So obviously if you put her on the KEFLA team, she's going to be very useful. Even though KEFLA herself is only going to be getting 1 buff from the Universe 6 category support, she definitely will be useful on that team. Like I say, especially in any mode where you can actually lower attack and seal. And she's going to be very, very useful. And of course she's on the sort of categories you would expect. Basically the same categories as Whis, except she's on Universe 6. And yeah, she does have a farmable super attack as well, because there is the free-to-play one from the story event, which is also coming back as part of this celebration. So if you do pull her, you can get it to SA10 for free, which is always nice. So yeah, Vados is very good. She definitely makes the banner a little bit more attractive. But so let's have a look at the banner. So this is the banner on JP. Red flags straight away over here. So the featured units are Vados and KEFLA. And then we've got Android 13, Hit, Int Goku Black, MVP 17, and Turles. So Hit hasn't been around for a while. He hasn't been around since Christmas. He is obviously the other main Universe 6 leader and one of the big units on the Universe 6 team in terms of like Dokkan Fest exclusives. At least there's not that many. But so he's not great, but I mean he is very much in theme with the banner, so I don't think if there are any changes, there's no way Hit is going to get dropped off of this banner. He hasn't been on Global since December, which is like 8 months ago now. In fact, by the time the banner drops, it'll be like 8.5 months since he was on a banner, so I feel like there's no way he's getting removed here. Android 13 is an interesting one, right? Because Android 13, that's the wrong one. I've brought up way too many of the wrong pages here. Okay, so Android 13, I guess I didn't bring up the page for. He is a solid unit that gets a lot of hate because he's not obviously like a super hype character. I know some people out there really like him, but he is really good on especially the Legendary Goku event, but he's also good on any of the long form events really. So not sure about him changing. Int Goku Black has been on a ton of banners, so has MVP 17. Turles hasn't been on as many, but obviously for me, being a mini whale, or however, I do have him Rainbow. Same with MVP 17. I think I might actually still need one copy of Int Goku Black, but Int Goku Black is a unit that I could definitely be happy with seeing change on the banner. MVP 17 I would obviously like to see change as well, but he kind of fits the theme as well because of the Universe Survival Saga, so I'm not sure if we'll see him change. But I mean, for me personally, the best thing would be for them to drop Int Goku Black or MVP 17 or Turles, these last three. So obviously I've given some of it away, I brought the wrong tabs up here, but these are some of the units that I wanted to talk about that could potentially be a global change. So Bardock released on Saiyan Day, which was March 2020, which is a long time ago now, and he has not been back on a single banner. Now on JP, he's just come back on the Gohan banner. So if he's just come back on a banner on JP, it stands to reason that he could come back on the next banner on Global. I'm not too sure about this one. Like, I am in the camp where I think he's going to be the global replacement for the 350 million download celebration. Because the 350 million download celebration, we obviously both get the same banners, but there's going to be slight changes like there was last year. So JP have obviously had Gotenks and Boo, the dual Dokkan Fest for their Golden Week, which Global should get in November, and then those units haven't come back yet, so I feel like they're going to be on the JP versions, so then Global needs to have some sort of replacement. So because Bardock has literally just been on a banner on JP, and it was quite a hype banner just because Gohan himself was so good, the banner itself maybe not so great, but because Gohan was so good, so he could be the global replacement for Gotenks, because yeah, he just hasn't ever been back on Global. We really need him to come back. So personally, I would rather he be back on the 350, because obviously that's a banner that I intend to summon on quite a lot, and I only pulled one copy of him from his original banner. But we could definitely see him come on the KEFLA banner, like I say, just because he's never been back, and he just came back on JP, so it's kind of the same timing, so that could make sense. Then of course we have one of the other, I think is he the only other Dokkan Fest that came out this year that hasn't been back on a banner, because Piccolo has. So in Future Gohan, I don't think has been back on a banner on Global. I pretty much skipped his banner, which for me basically means I did like a couple of multis. So he is one of the Dokkan Fest units that I actually don't have. If they were to drop, say, Int Goku Black and put this guy on there instead, that would definitely make the banner a little bit more appealing to me, at least. I do feel like he could be on the 350 for both versions, because I can't remember the last banner he was on JP. I don't believe he's on the Gohan banner currently, and he is a decent link partner for Gohan. So if you pulled Gohan on JP, this guy could then be on the 350 million banners, but we could see him come onto the KEFLA banner instead. Then of course I brought up the Piccolo as well, just because he was released just before Future Gohan, but he has been back on a banner already. So again, I feel like he's a unit that could potentially be on the 350 million downloads banners. But it would be cool to see. Again, he is actually another Dokkan Fest unit that I don't have. It's only really the newer, like, low-key ones that were released while we were all, like, saving for the anniversary that I haven't really got. So, be interesting to see if he gets changed. And then I threw this in really as, like, a Hail Mary, like, maybe Beerus could come back, but I feel like Beerus would probably be on the 350 million downloads, because I can't remember if he's actually been back on JP. But yeah, he seems like a unit that would be at home on the 350 million download banners, so I'm not really too sure whether we would see him come onto the KEFLA banner or not. So one thing I've seen a lot of comments about, actually, I didn't bring up his tab because we kind of all know what he does, but a lot of people have been talking about, will we see STR Cooler on this banner, because they took him off the Beerus banner and put on Blue Kaioken Goku instead, which obviously annoyed a lot of people. And as Nolar was saying to me the other day, I can't remember if it was on our race or if it was before we were recording, but the whole point of a bait banner is to make it bait and put on units that people want. So to this day, we still will never understand really why they took Cooler off that banner. If they put Cooler on this banner, then yes, it absolutely would make more people summon, I think, because Cooler is definitely one of the top tier, like, Dokkan Fest units available on Global at the moment. So if he's on the banner, it would definitely make people summon. I do feel like he's going to be on the 350 banners though. And if I had to choose between the two, kind of like I said for Bardock, I would rather he be on the 350 because I actually want to pull on those banners. Whereas for KEFLA, I do want her a lot more now, but I really want to just kind of get her in the first couple of multis and then just not touch the banner again. Like, ideally, this is the perfect... I know you would obviously want that kind of luck for every single banner, but this is the perfect example of a banner where you just want to get, like, the one and done first multi and then just don't touch the banner ever again. So, one thing to mention as well, actually, is there could be a Pilaf Trove pack. Like they've done for Android 13. I think they didn't do one for Beerus, but they did a couple of discounted multis. So there's a couple of different options they could go down to try and make the banner more appealing. If there's a Pilaf Trove ticket pack, I'll definitely pick that up because I've been fairly lucky with those in the past. I got the Android 13 one. I think, was it 20 units and you get a guaranteed featured, and I pulled 2 Android 13s in that summon. So that meant I didn't have to spend any stones on the banner at all, and that would be very awesome if something like this would happen for this banner as well. So let me know what you guys think down below. I've already seen comments on some of the previous videos that there are a few KEFLA simps out there who are going to be summoning on the banner regardless of how it changes. And I mean, like I say, after doing the Rainbow Showcase yesterday, she definitely has jumped up in my sort of list of appreciation for how good she is. I hadn't really paid a huge amount of attention to her when she came out on JP, so it's one of those things, whilst I'm not crazy about going hard on this banner, I definitely would like to have her in my box because she is really good. But I think if you're free to play or you don't spend a lot on the game, this banner is an absolute skip, just because the 350 million downloads is right around the corner, and those are going to be banners that you're going to want to be pouring your stones into. But obviously, if you do spend a little bit, or if you're a whale, or you're a massive KEFLA fan, then, you know, it might be worth going in a little bit. I do see people ask all the time. Someone did ask specifically in the comment section recently, and I do believe that whilst we try to give you guys advice on how to best spend your stones, like, sensibly, I do believe there always will be an aspect to this game of, like, if you're a huge KEFLA fan and you really want to summon for KEFLA, then summon for KEFLA. Like, don't let other people tell you not to. But when we give you guys advice on summoning, it's more about, like, how to spend your stones, like, wisely and how to get the most value. Because obviously if you're free to play, if you really want KEFLA, so you waste like, well, I say waste, but you have like maybe 300 stones now, which is maybe a little bit unrealistic after the anniversary just ended. You could do all of those 300 stones and not pull her, and then the 350 million download banner rocks up in a couple of weeks time. They're like the best banners we've had on global for ages, and then you don't have any stones to summon, and then you get annoyed because, you know, there's a whole bunch of new units, a whole bunch of really good featured units, and you can't get any of them. So that's the main reason why we give you guys this kind of advice. But like I said, there will always be an element of, I do think you should play the game the way you want and summon for the units that you want. So let me know what you're planning to do down below. Let me know your opinion on the whole thing and what you think of that advice. But it'll be interesting to hear what you guys are going to do. Like I said, I'm going to do one summon video and then dip, so hopefully we get her and we can do some videos. Otherwise, you know, I've got hit, so I can always grab a friend, because I've got some whale friends that will go all out for her regardless. So I will still be able to do some videos showing her off on like Super Battle Road and stuff. So let me know what you guys think down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.